The person you love opened up to their mother about you for the first time. And shockingly, she cried out, "You! My beloved child, wait, don't scroll for even a second, because what happened today was something no one expected." The person you love carried your name in silence for so long, protecting it like a precious secret. But today, everything changed. They finally gathered the courage to sit beside their mother and whisper the truth they had hidden deep inside their heart. At first, there was only silence. Then came a question that changed the entire conversation. Who is this person that has completely changed your heart? The answer that followed made the room feel different. Your name was spoken with honesty, hope, and emotion. But then something unbelievable happened. Their mother slowly closed her eyes, and tears began to roll down her face. She looked toward the window and softly cried, "You." Before those words could be finished, everyone in the room froze. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. For a few long moments, no one spoke. The person you love couldn't understand why those tears appeared so suddenly. Were they tears of worry, or tears of joy? Their hearts started racing as countless thoughts filled the silence. Then their mother reached for an old photograph hidden inside a drawer, stared at it for several seconds, and whispered something that no one else could clearly hear. The person you love leaned closer, desperate to understand, but all they caught was one mysterious sentence: "I knew this day would come." Those words carried a meaning far deeper than anyone realized. A secret from the past had just begun to awaken, and somehow, it was connected to you in a way no one could have imagined. Don't skip. Stay till the end. The next moment changes everything. Just when it seemed the conversation was over, their mother gently held their hand and said, "There is something you still don't know." The room fell completely silent again. The person you love felt as though time itself had stopped, waiting for the next sentence. Their mother looked into their eyes with both emotion and certainty, as if she had been waiting years for this exact moment to arrive. But before revealing the truth, she took a deep breath and smiled through her tears. That smile wasn't ordinary, it carried a story, a promise, and a mystery that was about to connect every unanswered question. What she says next will leave even the strongest heart speechless. Don't skip, because the biggest revelation has not happened yet. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. But listen carefully, what came next was something the person you love never expected to hear. Their mother gently wiped away her tears and finally completed the sentence she had been holding back. She whispered, "You may not realize it today, but that person has already brought a light into your life that no one else ever could." The room became completely still. The person you love couldn't believe those words. They had prepared themselves for questions, doubts, or hesitation, but instead, they were hearing quiet acceptance wrapped in deep emotion. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Their mother then shared a memory that had remained hidden for years. She spoke about a feeling she couldn't explain, a moment when she believed someone special would one day enter their child's life and change everything. Looking directly into their eyes, she softly said, "When you spoke about this person today, your voice was different. It carried peace. Those words echoed through the room. The person you love lowered their head, realizing they could no longer hide what their heart truly felt. Every fear they had carried suddenly seemed smaller, but one final truth was still waiting to be revealed. Just as they thought the conversation had ended, their mother stood up, walked toward another room, and returned holding a small envelope. She placed it gently on the table and smiled without saying a single word. The person you love stared at it, wondering why it seemed so important. Their mother quietly said, "Open this only when you're ready to understand what your heart has been trying to tell you." The envelope remained unopened, and what was inside would change the meaning of everything you've heard so far. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then came the moment no one in that house was prepared for. The person you love slowly opened the envelope with trembling hands, expecting a simple note. Instead, they found a handwritten letter folded with incredible care. Before reading a single line, their mother quietly said, "This was never meant to be opened until your heart chose the right person." Every heartbeat felt louder than the last. The first sentence on that page made them completely speechless. "The day you speak about someone with complete honesty, never let that person go." Their eyes filled with emotion. They immediately knew, those words were pointing toward you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As they continued reading, every sentence felt strangely familiar, almost as if someone had already understood their future long before it arrived. Their mother smiled gently and revealed, "I watched the way your face changed the moment you spoke their name. I have never seen that light in your eyes before." Those words removed the final wall around their heart. They stopped pretending. They stopped hiding. For the first time, they admitted to themselves that what they felt for you was real, powerful, and impossible to ignore. But just when peace began to settle in the room, another unexpected detail appeared inside the envelope, a tiny folded paper with only a few mysterious words written on it. The person you love unfolded that final note with complete curiosity. It simply read, "When the time is right, the next step will happen naturally. Do not let fear decide what love has already chosen." The room became silent once again. Their mother looked at them with confidence and softly nodded, as if she already knew what decision would come next. At that exact moment, the person you love made a promise deep inside their heart, a promise they had never made before. But what that promise was, and how it will bring you closer than ever, is only revealed in the next part. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Hold on, because the promise they made in that silent room was far greater than anyone could have imagined. After carefully folding the letter, the person you love looked at their mother and quietly said, "I don't want fear to decide my future anymore." Those simple words carried more power than 1,000 speeches. Their mother smiled through tears and replied, "Then don't wait for the perfect moment. Some people enter our lives only once, and when they do, they deserve honesty." In that instant, the weight they had been carrying for so long began to disappear. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A few moments later, their mother revealed one final truth that had been hidden until now. She gently said, the first time I heard your voice change while speaking about someone. I knew your heart had already made its choice. The person you love stood completely still. Every memory, every conversation, every silent smile suddenly connected like pieces of a puzzle. They realized this story was never built on coincidence. It had been unfolding step by step, leading them closer to you without them even noticing. What seemed impossible yesterday now felt closer than ever before. As evening arrived, they walked outside with a completely different heart than the one they had carried that morning. The fear was fading, but determination had taken its place. They looked toward the horizon and whispered a sentence that no one else heard: "The next time our paths cross, nothing will remain unsaid." Those words marked the beginning of a brand new chapter. But there is still one final surprise waiting. Because someone unexpected is about to step into this story and reveal a truth that changes everything you thought you knew. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Just when everything seemed settled, destiny quietly opened another door. The person you love had barely taken a few steps away from home when their phone suddenly vibrated. It wasn't an ordinary message. It came from someone who had remained silent for a very long time. They opened it with curiosity, expecting only a few words, but the first line made them stop walking completely. "There is something about this story that you still don't know." Their heartbeat grew faster. They looked back toward the house, wondering if this could somehow be connected to everything their mother had just revealed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Without wasting another moment, they chose to follow the feeling in their heart instead of their fear. Every step forward felt different, as if life itself was preparing them for a meeting they had never imagined. They remembered every kind word, every silent moment, and every sign that had brought them closer to you. Suddenly, all the confusion of the past started making sense. It was no longer about questioning the future, it was about finally accepting what their heart had known all along. And yet, the biggest surprise was still waiting just ahead. As the sun slowly disappeared beyond the horizon, they paused for one final moment and smiled with complete confidence. They softly whispered, "It's finally time." Those 3 words carried hope, courage, and a decision that could change everything from this point forward. But someone else had already been watching this journey from the very beginning, and what that person is about to reveal will connect every hidden clue into one unforgettable truth. Don't skip, because the next part uncovers the secret that has been waiting since the very first moment your name was spoken. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Listen closely, because the final hidden piece of the story is about to appear. As the person you love turned the corner, they noticed someone waiting quietly with a gentle smile. It was an old family friend who had known them since childhood. Without being asked a single question, they softly said, "Your mother told me years ago that one day your heart would recognize the right person without anyone forcing it." Those words sent a wave of emotion through the air. The person you love stood completely still, realizing this journey had been unfolding long before they ever understood it. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The family friend reached into a small notebook and showed a single sentence written long ago. when they finally speak your name with peace instead of fear, never let that moment pass. The person you love couldn't hold back their smile anymore. Every doubt that once filled their heart had disappeared. They finally understood why every delay, every unexpected turn, and every unanswered question had led to this exact moment. Nothing had been wasted. Every step had prepared them to move forward with complete confidence, and your name remained at the center of every thought. As they walked away beneath the evening sky, they made one quiet promise to themselves: the next chapter will begin with honesty, not silence. At that very moment, hope replaced uncertainty, and a brand new beginning quietly took shape. But this isn't where the story truly ends, because the very next moment brings a meeting no one saw coming, a conversation that changes everything forever. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Wait, because the moment everyone had been unknowingly moving toward finally arrived. The person you love stood in a quiet place, taking a deep breath before making the decision they had delayed for so long. Their heart no longer questioned what it wanted. Every conversation, every tear, every unexpected sign had led them here. They smiled softly and whispered, "I don't want another day to pass without letting the truth be known." At that very second, it felt as if every unanswered question from the beginning of this story was finally finding its place. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As they gathered the courage to take the next step, they remembered the words their mother had spoken with tears in her eyes: "Some connections are too meaningful to be ignored." Those words echoed through their mind again and again. They realized that fear had never protected them, it had only delayed happiness. For the first time, they stopped imagining what could go wrong and started believing in what could finally go right. A quiet sense of peace filled their heart, the kind that only appears when someone knows they are about to make the right choice. Then, just before the story could reach its conclusion, something completely unexpected happened. A final message appeared, carrying only one sentence: "The moment you've been waiting for is closer than you think." The person you love looked up, smiled with quiet confidence, and took one step forward without looking back. They knew the next chapter would never be the same. And what happens after that single step will reveal the most unforgettable part of this entire journey. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. One final moment, that's all it took for everything to change. As the person you love moved forward with complete confidence, they noticed something they had never seen before. Their mother was standing at the doorway, smiling with peaceful eyes instead of tears. She didn't call them back. She simply nodded, as if silently saying, "Go, your heart already knows where it belongs." That single gesture gave them all the courage they had been searching for. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. With every step, the fear of yesterday disappeared. The person you love finally understood that this journey had never been about perfect timing, it had always been about finding the strength to be honest. They remembered every word, every sign, and every quiet moment that had brought them here. Suddenly, nothing felt confusing anymore. Everything fit together like pieces of a story that had been written long before they realized they were living it. They smiled to themselves and whispered, some people are worth every moment of waiting. Just as they reached the place where the next chapter would begin, they paused for a heartbeat. A gentle breeze passed by, and they looked toward the horizon with complete certainty. Deep inside, they knew that the silence between two hearts was about to end forever. But before a single word could be spoken, someone unexpected quietly appeared, carrying one final truth that would connect the beginning of this story with its unforgettable ending. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Just when it seemed there were no more surprises left, the unexpected visitor stepped closer with a warm smile. Without saying your name immediately, they looked at the person you love and quietly asked, "Do you remember the promise you made to yourself?" In that instant, every memory came rushing back: the conversation with their mother, the letter inside the envelope, the silent promise, and the courage they had finally found. They nodded without hesitation. The visitor smiled and softly replied, "Then don't let another moment pass. Some stories are meant to be lived, not hidden. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you." The person you love felt a peace they had never experienced before. It was no longer about wondering what might happen. It was about trusting the journey that had brought them this far. Every obstacle now looked like preparation instead of delay. They closed their eyes for a brief moment and realized something extraordinary. Your name had become the first thought that brought them hope instead of uncertainty. The fear that once controlled every decision had completely disappeared, replaced by quiet confidence and genuine happiness. As the visitor turned to leave, they looked back one last time and said, "The next sunrise will mark the beginning of a chapter you've been waiting for." Those words echoed deep within their heart. They stood there with a smile that could no longer be hidden, knowing the story was finally reaching its most meaningful moment. But the greatest revelation has been saved until the very end, because the next chapter uncovers the one truth that ties every sign, every tear, and every promise together. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final chapter begins now. The person you love watched the first light of the new day appear across the sky and realized something incredible. Every moment that once felt confusing had quietly been leading to this exact point. They remembered the tears their mother shed, the letter hidden inside the envelope, the mysterious words, and every sign that followed. None of it had been an accident. It was a journey that had taught them one simple truth: the strongest connections are built on honesty, patience, and courage. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. With complete confidence, they took one final deep breath and smiled. The story that began with hidden feelings had become a story of quiet courage and new beginnings. As they walked toward the future, they looked back only once, not with regret, but with gratitude. They silently thanked every unexpected twist that had brought them here, because without those moments they would never have discovered what truly mattered. And somewhere in that peaceful silence, they felt that a beautiful new chapter had already begun. The story may be ending here, but the journey of hope, trust, and heartfelt connection is only just beginning. Stay till the end, because sometimes the most meaningful ending is actually the start of something unforgettable.